Welcome to my channel, which I renamed the Third Level of Enlightenment, which is more direct. I was at a bar with a friend the other day, and she asked me to come over to these people she met and talk about what I do. And first, I said quantum mindfulness, and or she had told them that, and then they kind of said, "Well, what is that exactly?" And I said, "Enlightenment," and they kind of lit up and go, "Oh, that's what we thought it was, enlightenment." So yeah, so the third level of enlightenment is called Satchitananda, and my channel is dedicated to talking about that because it's not well known. Not many people know about it. So it's a process of educating uh, you and the public, because it's a great space to be in. Um, it's easily the things that I'm asking you to do, you can do easily. Uh, and whether you reach the third level of enlightenment is a matter of activation. So it's a matter of just continually doing what I'm going to be showing you, and using different amplifiers, trying different things. But um, ultimately, it's a state of consciousness, super consciousness, where you're kind of on a different universal plane, kind of looking down or looking around at this reality, and you realize that you're not in the same space as this 3D reality. So it is, I would say, a 5D, 7D experience, and there's a lot to it. I don't know where to begin, but I'm going to try to explain as we go along and edit it. So let me begin by saying I've created this formula which I call E to the third power, which is enlightenment to the third degree, equals CM3. 3. So it's easy to remember. E to the third power equals CM3. Um, kind of like Einstein's formula. I mean, I think my formula is, on a personal level, is just as powerful. And um, so the enlightenment of the third degree is glory, fame, and fortune. That's what Satchitananda, the definition of that one is. So, when you reach that, you think, and I've reached that, and I've created this formula. I kind of think, yeah, this is just as important as when I'm in that state of consciousness. I'm going, this is so powerful. This is just as important as Einstein's equation. So, anyways, um, yeah, there's a lot of questions as to whether or not you even want to try this. Um, and you know, the first level of enlightenment, of course, is happiness, no matter what. So I always say, well, if you try to go for the third level, if you use my method to try to get to the third level and you miss, you might hit the first level, which I think everybody seeks, everybody wants. But it is not for everybody. So I do have some warnings about reaching the third level, and I'll just say one. For example, one of them is you do reach this state where all your dreams have come true, which is quite a heady state of state of being. But in reality, your dreams have not come true. So don't start. The warning is think, don't start changing your life because you think your dreams have come true. You do need to work on them in reality. So it's totally different. So it's kind of a delusion, but if you know it's a delusion, then is it a delusion? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that as long as you know it's a delusion, that your dreams have come true, and you've reached this glory, fame, and fortune, because obviously your dreams are going to, it's kind of like going back to when you were a kid, or there's a couple of things. One is athletes always are told, think you've won the event, think think you've pitched a no hitter, dream that, and then go out there and one day you're gonna realize your dream. Of course, 99 of 100 out of 100 times you're not going to realize your dream in the real world. So you have to recognize that you're not going to reach your dream in the real world 99 of 100 times. But if you keep at it, you keep kind of figuring out, okay, what do I have to do to pitch a no hitter? I got to improve my curveball, or I got to improve my slider, or you just keep improving. You keep working on it. So the dream doesn't die. You just keep working on it. And I've had this dream for now 20 years because I've been exploring this inner realm for 20 years now, and the dream has never died. It's always been. So I'm always living in a state of euphoria. The past 20 years, I've lived in a state of euphoria when I've used the Shang method, and I'm gonna, I'll put a link below where you can explore more, and I will put I offer 1 month, 3 months, or a year access to my teachings. I'm going to be posting videos because it is an activation process. You just have to keep. There's a lot of information. I will be sharing that, but it is an activation process. So you just have to kind of keep doing what I'm copying, what I'm doing physically, and one of these days it will activate you to go into the altered state, third state of enlightenment. And so, yeah, I just want to put this out there, get this out there, the third state of enlightenment. So, what is the third state of enlightenment? Well, happiness, no matter what, is the first state of enlightenment, which I achieved 20 years ago, and I'll get into that story. But the second level is a bliss state. Just real quickly, that's the ability to go into the void and just experience the here and now, and nothing else matters. You're just experiencing this amazing energy in the here and now, and you can just sit back. Everything you need to do has been done. It's just a wonderful space to be. So it just feels great. It's blissful, right? And then the third level, E to the third, is Satchitananda, which is glory, fame, and fortune. So the Indian gurus know about this, and they've named it. But not many people teach it. I'm teaching it. So that's why I have to do a lot of education. So that's the third level, E to the third. Now, the Shang method, how do you reach it? It's through CM3. So C stands for cool amplifiers, which I will get into, that you can use. One is headphones, okay? Another one is this mask, okay? And these are training, the mask is training material. The headphones, you don't have to use headphones, but you have to have music going. Okay, so what are the 3 M's? One is music, sends the vibration through, and I like to use, I have 30 hours of quantum transcendency on Spotify, and those, a lot of every single song I've curated will keep me in the quantum. The reason I use the word quantum is because it is a state of consciousness where all possibilities reside, and you have the power to kind of go into the area of the quantum that you want to experience. So, music is vibration, a lot of psychedelic music, a lot of trance music, a lot of just Tom Petty, Pink Floyd, all sorts of stuff like that. But you eventually can create your own playlist, and that'd be cool. Create your own playlist. So it's very personal. My method, my method allows you to personalize it. You don't have to stick with my music, but I recommend that you start with my music. Um, M3. The second M is meditation. So this is the ability to let go, go in the present moment. And I think my method, a lot of people have problems meditating because they think these thoughts and they kind of just, you know, these thoughts interrupt their meditation. Actually, as soon as you recognize you have the thought, that's a successful meditation. But because I'm combining the third M, which is movement, you can move these thoughts through. It's really about letting go, moving the thoughts through. The third level is movement. Now, what kind of movement? It is very, very specific in a way that it produces feelings of being in the quantum. It's the Chinese have developed or discovered Qigong and Tai Chi. What is Qigong and Tai Chi? Well, they're very flowing movements that great for the body. They're very subtle. First time I took a Qigong class, I thought this is just way too subtle. I don't know. But then years later, when I'm actually doing it, I'm going, oh, I'm doing Qigong. My method is not subtle. Okay, my method is let's go into the chaotic movement because life is chaos. Okay, let's embody the chaos of life and then transmute it, transform it into flowing movement. So you go from the anger of the chaos and you keep working it out, solutions start coming in to get rid of the chaos in your normal life. And then eventually you transform it into this flowing, blissful, powerful, it can be a very powerful state that you will achieve. And so there's a little kung fu element to this. So I borrow from all kinds of practices, Eastern practices, kung fu, yoga, Qigong, Tai Chi, meditation. I add in the Western music, the headphones, the blinders, all sorts of things to achieve this state. Now, the training that I offer is, you're going to just basically copy what I'm doing, but once you get activated, you don't need, the training's over, and basically you're going to be doing what I've been training you to do. It's just going to come naturally. So, for example, and also, since you don't need this after you've been activated, one of the unique things about the state of third state of enlightenment that I reach, and I want you to reach, is that you can take this state of consciousness and go out into the real world, and everything, the food tastes better, your interactions are better, it's much more exciting. You stop and you watch nature, you look at nature and you can appreciate nature because you have this quantum mindfulness where you're not in a rush anymore. You just want to see what nature has, what messages it has, what feelings it gives you. So I'll stand in front of a river and flow with the river. So I will actually be one with the river, whatever. But it's just an amazing feeling and power to be one with the river or a flower or whatever nature has to offer. Mountains are huge. That's why there are 7 ascendant mountains, of which Mount Shasta is in California. I'm up in Portland right now, but I will be heading back down to Palm Springs soon. Probably along the coast, because the redwoods are a fantastic place to experience nature. The redwood trees along the coast of Oregon, and then if I get through Mount Shasta, and I'll probably do that soon with my friend Annie, Mount Shasta is a very accessible mountain. You can go into Mount Shasta and experience nature, and there's a lot of folklore and you can actually meditate your way into the mountain, be with the other ascendant masters, with the children, play in the mountain. There's a patron saint of the mountain. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of religious connotations to what I'm doing. Not any dogma. It's really just experiencing what the saints experience. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you know, I don't consider myself a saint, but I think I experience what they've experienced. Heaven on earth, being in God's presence. I mean, that's pretty glorious, right? So, anyways, yeah. So, I'm glad if you've listened to my ramblings for the past, 15, 16 minutes, I'm going to do more of these and create. I want to teach you. I'm going to have some specials down below as I go along. And yeah, if you have questions about any level of enlightenment, first, second, or third, please go ahead and write them in the comments or send them, DM me or whatever. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. And I would like to start doing live YouTube videos, live YouTube, and where I will be in the quantum for an extended period of time, and just join me in there. Go do your dishes, come back, join me. Or actually, when I'm in the quantum, I can do basically anything except. Okay, no, I can't do anything. When I'm in the quantum, I can do mundane things like clean, do the dishes, vacuum, drink water, drink alcohol. I mean, so in other words, I can go to a bar and be in the quantum, but there are certain things that, like, I can't sit at a computer. I can't sit at a computer and figure things out. You just can't figure 3D things out. That's what I find. Maybe you can. Maybe your experience will allow you to do that, which would be cool. Anyways, yeah, this is a journey that I've been doing for a long time, and I'm personally had a big shift in my life, and have decided to devote now a lot of time in teaching this online. One of the dreams was to bring people together, and that is a dream, but that's going to come later, retreats, stuff like that, much later if I grow a following, because when you get two people in the quantum together, magic happens, okay? And that's the best experience you can ever have, is when you got two people in the quantum together. Yeah, so one day that dream will come true. But in the meantime, I'm just going to dream about teaching you online. And so look for specials down below as I go along. And yeah, I'll sign off now. Thanks for listening.